To charge or not to charge? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler, I'm not going to go through any more Shakespeare with you. My name is Jan, and I'm talking to you today from my hearing center in Boynton Beach, Florida, and Palm Springs, Florida. And what are we going to talk about today? But rechargeable versus not rechargeable. So you see, there I have the charger, and that was my statement. To charge or not to charge? That is the question. So what I wanted to talk to you about, take a step backwards, maybe for our new viewers who haven't seen or heard me speak before, but now you have decided that you have a hearing problem. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to call me on the phone and we're going to make an appointment. And you're going to come in and we're going to do an evaluation of your hearing. A free evaluation of your hearing. Remember, it's not a test. You don't pass or fail. We do an evaluation. We see where you are. I listen to where you're having difficulties. And then what we'll do is we'll try a pair of devices on, a demo. And then what I like you to do is go outside, walk around. There's not a Publix isn't too far from me. Go to the Publix grocery store. See what it sounds like. See what the world around you is opened up to. And then come back in and we'll talk about your choices and your options. I always want to give you the best hearing that I possibly can. But one of the options that we now have available is rechargeable versus regular batteries. So this is the charging unit, as you can see. It usually is connected to the wall, to electrical. And what you'll see right here, if I can hold the devices for you so you can see how that looks, very simple. All you would do every night when you go to bed, take your hearing device and drop it in. There's a magnet on both ends and it just falls right in. Leave it there overnight. Get up in the morning, put it on your ear, and they're all charged. In the rechargeable, it takes 3 hours to get a complete charge. A complete charge means that you can wear your devices for between 16 to 18 hours a day. So all it takes is 3 hours, and you have a complete charge on your hearing aid battery. But let's assume you don't have 3 hours to charge it. You can stick it in there for a half an hour and you'll get a 25% charge. An hour, you'll get a 50% charge. But usually it's much easier before you go to bed at night, because you don't wear your hearing aids when you sleep, is you just go ahead, drop them in the charger, let them charge overnight. That's usually 3 hours or more. Let them charge overnight, take them out, and they're working just fine. So that is the rechargeable. It is a lithium-ion battery. So once that battery is closed, you cannot get into it. But then again, there are people that say, I don't want rechargeable, and that's just fine. Here we have a device just to show you what you can do with it. You can see there's a battery in it right now. You would close the battery door of the device. Now that makes it look big, but you know that it really is very small. You would need to get batteries for the battery-driven device. What you have to remember on non-rechargeables is that every night you need to open that battery door. Why? It preserves the battery so that it's not running 24 hours a day. And then what you would do when you change the battery is you do have to take the battery out. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. And then we go ahead and put the battery in the device. So one of our options that we have is rechargeable. Very simple and easy. Drop it in and it charges itself. Or we have the battery option for your devices. And that's just one of the many options that we can talk about and think about. Rechargeable is the new thing that's coming up. Everybody wants to have rechargeable. There's only one thing that I like to let you know with the rechargeable, okay, and this is not very large, is that when you travel, you must take your charger with you. That is the one thing, because that is the way that you are going to have battery life. Because remember, I said once the battery door is closed, you can't get into it. So again, you would need to take this when you travel. But it really isn't very large, and it even comes in a very cute little pack that you can easily throw that in your suitcase if you're going to be traveling. So, to charge or not to charge? That is the question. But the first thing you need to do is come in and see me. So remember, My Hearing Center, a division of Odd Practice in Palm Springs, Florida, in Boynton Beach, Florida. Call, come on in, get your free evaluation. Let's talk about how I can give you the best hearing that you can possibly have. And then one of our options, to charge or not to charge? That is the question. Bye for this week. See you next week.